What was it like when you first went up on stage? Do you feel that it was acceptable? Do you feel like I
I
did my job?
I was horrible. When I first started, I was horrible. I was horrible. I was hacky. Uh,
Hacky, for those of you guys listening at home, in case you don't know, is a comic term for lowbrow, simple, sounding like someone else.
yeah,
And I just wanted, because we know what it
yeah,
is. I
yeah.
want them to know.
Very hacky, very low hanging fruit stuff. No, not a lot of thought into it.
Mhm.
For example, I'm Mexican. Oh, all my family came in one car. Like, you know what I mean? That's hacky. That's
That's a perfect
yeah,
example of, yes, that is
yeah,
hacky. You've heard it somewhere before, whether it be your tia,
yeah,
Theo, in any setting, that's hacky. And as our
yeah.
job as a comedian or any comedian or entertainer is to
Be unique,
just take
different.
it up a
Yeah.
notch, make it your own. You can say the one card thing, but you better say something after that.
In a way that's nobody else has said it
Mhm,
before. But, when you start hacky,
mhm.
and that doesn't mean you're not gonna get better as long as you recognize the fact that, "Hey, this is hacky. I
Yeah.
gotta change this." So, I didn't wanna run into people saying, "Oh, that's my material. That's my material." Because when the thing with Mencia happened, everybody now was waving their flag, and everybody was accusing everybody, and that's when I pivoted, and I said, "You know what? Us all being Latino, we all have the same story, and we're gonna keep accusing each other of the same fucking thieves, thieving, stealing from."
Parallel thinking is what they call
Exactly.
it.
But you can't steal a life story. You cannot steal my life. So guess what? I'm only gonna talk about my life. I'm not gonna fuck with the audience. I'm not gonna mess with you guys. I did it with the Spanish show, but if you notice in the English show, I didn't mess with the audience because but I'm a believer of I'm here to serve you and make you forget for an hour and a half that you have issues or problems. I don't come here to point out your problems and make them the butt of the joke so
Yeah.
I can make a living off of your
Mhm.
horrible situation. I'd rather you hear my life story and you decide where that fits in your life and you decide what you can take from that. But you
Wo
don't have to throw it away.
That's a wonderful way, because it's right. A lot of people, that's what brings us together, is a shared experience. But when you're trying to create jokes to connect, once you make it personal, they're like, okay, that's not exactly like I did it, but man, I know what you're talking about.
Who can ever steal the joke? I married a border patrol agent.
Did you marry a border
I
patrol?
married, I have receipts, I have marriage
I saw you
certificates.
talking about that. I just thought she was like a government agent. You married a
No,
border patrol agent?
border patrol, gotcha, gotcha. Sending you back, border patrol. Like the
Oh
ones
my
that are
goodness.
out in the desert, like chasing these down.
That's just your story. That's yours.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
you.
How could you ever steal that joke? How could anybody ever steal that joke? You know what I mean? My dad and me selling crack in Compton when I was 10. Nobody could tell that
Mhm.
story but me. So
And the
my
cops.
and the cops and me married to the cops,
Yeah.
being married to a and having a dad as a contractor,
Yeah.
maybe you could. But then I go very specific, mi tío Chuy, this is what happened. I had this situation. So you would literally have to go through the same situation for you to do the same joke. And you can because it's my
Yeah.
life.
I couldn't agree with you more. That's the thing. And the beauty is you make it your own. Like I told someone years ago, I'm not going to be a taxi driver anymore. I'm going to be a tour guide. I'm going to take you where I think you should go enjoy.
Absolutely.
It's like, hey, I'm from here. I'm from my human life. You're from your human life. Let me show you this. And then I hope you enjoy it. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you. I don't know your way. Be like, take me to Richard Villa. No, how about I just let Richard Villa tell me Richard Villa? You
Exactly.
know?
And why don't I just come and enjoy Richard Villa instead of Richard Villa having to beat me up while I show up?
Yep.
I'm in the front row. Now you're gonna make fun of me and I become the joke.